Hello and welcome back to another new episode of the Mets March to October. We're getting started right away in the action. This actually is the first time I've ever seen that game of the week thing, and I've played multiple years of March to Octobers already. But there he is, the man of the hour. We just called up Jose Quintana. It just blew past that screen. I didn't even skip it. But yeah, we just called up Jose Quintana finally. He was left off the big league roster because of injury, and with how March to October works, it just puts him in the minors. Same way we got Verlander back up, same way we got Edwin Diaz back up, and now it's Quintana, the last piece probably that we'll get from the minors. I don't know if I'm going to put him in the rotation because right now he's a lower overall than the rest of the entire rotation, but he does have a chance if we can pitch a good game with him, like it's getting off to a good start. There's a chance he gets an attribute increase. The reason I say a chance and not a guarantee is because when I brought up Justin Verlander, he didn't get an attribute increase, and I still don't know what that's all about. But for today's episode, the plan is to finish the regular season. We're 51 games away from the end. We have an 80-31 record, so we pretty much have it all wrapped up and guaranteed at this point, don't we? We're just strengthening our team that much more with this Quintana addition. That better get caught out there and left. Okay, it will. The one thing, though, from last episode that I've been regretting pretty much ever since is the fact that I didn't pull the trigger on that CJ Cron trade. Like, I don't know. For some reason, it made sense in the moment not to do it, and then as soon as I went back to edit it and I was listening to myself talk about why I didn't want to make the move, I have no idea what my reasoning was. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. I could have added one of the best hitters in the National League to pair with another one of the best hitters in the National League that we already have in Pete Alonso, and I blew it. But I think our team is going to be plenty good without CJ Cron. I mean, we're at this point that we're at right now, and like, we're pretty clearly the best team in the league, I feel like, right now. There we go, full out swing there to end the inning. Good first, 1, 2, 3. Got to do that for about 6 more innings. Dude, Quintana's not a strikeout pitcher. I'm not trying to strike everybody out, but they're also not making weak contact. All they're doing is fouling it off. Now look at this. We don't want this. I mean, I like racking up strikeouts. We got 2 in that first inning. And if we can sit Santander down, that'd be 3, but he's not chasing that, and anything he does chase is getting fouled off. This is, you want weak contact in play with a guy like Quintana. I don't really want to take 10 pitches to get every strikeout, though. They're going to let him hold up again, dude. All these pitches, they're either fouling him off or successfully check swinging. We can't just get a nice quick punch out after that first one. There we go. They called him that time. And that's a pop-up. That is 4 punch-outs and 2 pop-ups in the first 2 innings. Quintana's got some stuff today. So the commentary team here is talking about the potential of a rain delay. I really would be curious to see how that affects a player lock like this, because like if the rain delay happens, would the CPU manager automatically take Quintana out of the game? And then if he does that, does that mean that I can't get as good of a boost as I would have gotten because I didn't pitch deep into the game? That would really suck. That is going to be the first hit, though, and it's going to be extra bases. Or maybe not. Maybe we can get him at... Oh, it needed that throw to be on line. Yeah, that sinker did not get here where it was supposed to get. Let's try and throw it. Nope. He's leaving it up now. That's going to... No. Game. Okay, at least he's not going to score, but are we serious with that? Yeah, we're not going to get Jorge Mateo grounding into a double play, so this is... Well, that's not going to do it either. We barely even got 1 out. Crappy way to give up the first run there. I did not even realize, though, until just now that we had a 3-0 lead, so we got the run support to work with, so that 1 run isn't too big of a deal. They're taking off. Can we just throw them out? I don't think that was even close. I couldn't turn the camera quick enough. Okay, there we go. Punch out up on the fastball. Gave up the first run, but I don't think it should have been. That better not get through. That is an amazing play, though. Oh, that was strike 3. I lost count. That's another punch out. Is that 7? It is 7. This is not typically Jose Quintana's style of game out there. I don't even think he has much of a K per 9 rating. I think both his hits and Ks per 9 were actually in like the 50s. There we go. There's another one. We're averaging 2 strikeouts an inning. I had to look. It's slightly higher than I thought. A 62 K per 9, but only a 56 hits per 9. I guess that's why getting a boost would be pretty big. I don't know how much he'd get boosted being a little older, but maybe like a solid 3 or 4 to all those per 9s. That would help. Dude, and now we're just blowing it past these guys for punch outs. Who is this guy on the mound? It's not Quintana. Dude, now they're just taking it. We're blowing it past them up, and they're taking the change-ups. Quintana, man. Is it too late for a Cy Young run? Only 50 games left? Dude, we're not spotting up a pitch that well at this point. 11 strikeouts through 5. I might have to put him in the rotation. Or would it be better to leave him in the bullpen so I'd actually get to use him? If I'm pitching this well with him, maybe it would be better to leave him in the pen and then I can bring him in and use him myself. Oh, that's going to get up through the middle though. It's only the sinkers. Sinker's the only pitch getting hit right now. Okay, that's weak contact. That'll be an out. That works. Oh, go foul. No. Okay, that's going to be another run. Maybe? Oh, we're actually going to throw him out. Look at that relay. I thought that was for sure going to be a run. I always forget how good of an arm Marte has out and right. Oh, what's this? Can we get it there? We do get it there. That's 6 innings, 1 run allowed. Defense is helping me out. And we're still going. We still have plenty of energy, too. We're not even low on that yet. Oh, but we're giving up contact now. Contact's getting a little bit harder here, the more tired Quintana gets. Oh, there we go. 89 on the heat is too much for him. 12 punch-outs. Oh, and now they're calling swings too. 13 punch-outs. That's going to get down though. Not going to move him all the way up to third. It's not too much harm. But we are down into yellow energy now. Giving up some harder contact. Austin Hayes hits lefties pretty well. We got the weak grounder. We should be able to get out of the inning. That is where I would call it. 7 strong innings. We're getting tired now. We've got plenty of a lead. I'd go to the pen. So you know we'll be back out there for the 8th. And yep, I can call it every time, man. The CPU loves leaving you out there. There's 9-hole hitters, 2 for 2 off me. And then we get to see the top of the order for the 4th time. Don't like it. Okay, I mean, 3-2 pitch out of the zone. We're still getting a swing for weak contact. Losing a little bit of command there, though, and we're not getting as much swing and miss. Yep. Oh, man, and now perfect curveballs aren't getting a swing. Yeah, we got to get out of here. That is going to drop in, isn't it? That's 3. That's a pretty good swing. Come on, manager. Read the room here. We're done. No, game, come on. Why do they just leave you out here to die whenever it's a player lock pitching moment? Thank you, Adley, for the kindness. Santander, that's fair. Gonna need a pretty nice play. We got it. That's 8. Please be done. Apparently it's not enough. We're headed back out for the 9th with actually no energy. We're still getting punch outs though. It's been a couple innings. What are we up to there? 14? We're officially out of energy though. It just popped up and told me, and we're still getting weak contact. I guess one more out. May as well at this point. Imagine though if this was real life, bringing somebody back from injury late in the season like this and just letting them go out there and throw 120 pitches. You'd never hear the end of it. And yet it all works out. The 15th punch out of the game to finish it up. We got a complete game for Quintana. 1 run allowed. That better be a 3+, and it better not have lied to me. Only 1 momentum fireball, though. I feel like that kind of start deserves 2. at least. All right, let's see. Make sure it didn't lie to me. It didn't. We were neutral to finish last episode, but that's a lot gained for just one. I don't know. I'm just excited to see if Quintana got a boost, and if he did, how much it was for. Man, we still had momentum to beat the Braves. We don't even need momentum to beat the Braves. Nice little 5-1 there in the sim off of just one fireball of momentum, and now we get another player lock for Pete Alonso, who's already one of the best hitters in the National League, and we get a chance to make him even better. First of all, though, let's check on Quintana. He did get a boost, but it seems like it's only a little one. Yeah, plus 2s and 3s. It's all those per 9s there. So only up to an 81. He did have another outing where, man, he went 5 innings out of the pen. Seems like he did pretty well again. But I would have thought about putting Quintana in the rotation over Peterson, but Peterson's actually doing good lately. He's got that little fire symbol next to him. That ERA is down to 4.32. Attributes are going up. I think we'll leave him there. We'll let it ride. And now Kodai Senga is officially our best overall pitcher. Verlander and Scherzer have regressed so much that they're not even better than an 87 anymore. Are they even going to be in the 80s by the end of the season? Will we even see a Max Scherzer playoff start? Well, let's take a look at Pete here, because dude is going off this year. I mean, he's hitting for just as much power, if not more, than he always does, but this year the contact is here, and he's just batting a casual 321. 33 homers, already 129 driven in. We're having a lot of really good seasons from our entire roster, but I think it's safe to say that Pete Alonso stands alone as having the best offensive season on this team. So let's get into this player lock against Pittsburgh at home, and let's see if I can break this run of not being able to do anything in hitter player locks. There's no attribute increase on the line here because it's not a fast track, it's not a call up, it's just your standard player lock for a 1, 2, or 3 plus, or I guess no plus. Please, please. No, I missed our first pitch home run by 3.5 feet. I got a gift. Oh, I got another gift, and I'm early. I'm even earlier. Oh, and then I'm just barely under that one. Actually, is that going to carry? Wow, that carried a lot. That made me think I might have somehow just gotten enough of that. All right. AB number 2. A runner on second again. Can't remember with Pete what his clutch rating is. Maybe that's what kept me from doing damage last time. 71? I think that's worse than his contact versus righties. Come on, get through. It's not going to get through. Ah, I got the PCI up there. I was just too early. How often does that happen? That fastball up and away. I get the PCI up there and I'm too early. Usually I'm just behind that and under it. Same guy out there. More runners on. Third AB in a row with the clutch rating active, and we still have no runs on the board. It doesn't help that I'm missing pitches like that consistently. Come on, that's 3 hanging sliders. And he throws a perfect fastball on 3-1. Come on. That's supposed to be where you get the pitch right down the pipe. And I grounded it again, dude. That's a pretty good swing. The only issue is, again, I'm early. It had to be on the ground, though. There is something about hitter player locks that I just can't do. Again, a runner on second base. We've had a runner in scoring position in 4 straight at-bats. Can we come through this time? We actually can. Again, I was early. Again, I hit it on the ground. But that one finally gets through to drive a run in. And then Lindor barely hits the ball, so we're not going to be able to at least tie it up against the Pirates here. And I don't know, am I going to get another at-bat? I am going to get another at-bat. We're down 1, but it's 5-4 now. Bednar out there to close it. Oh, no, I'm even early on the heat. Oh, and I dropped the PCI because of course I did. I don't know, man. A 1 for 5, but a warning track fly out. A couple of 3-2 counts, and then a hit and a run batted in. Maybe we get a 1+ for it, but we got the loss. Okay, they do give me the 1+ for some solid plate appearances and a hit. Definitely not as good as it could have been. Imagine if that very first swing stayed fair. Man, we were what, like 85-32 heading into that game, and we lose to Pittsburgh? All right, well, that one snowflake, that's going to flip us negative, but we're pretty much neutral, so it's not much of a difference. I don't think that's going to give us any losses. And we do beat Pittsburgh in the next two, but okay, split a series against the Cardinals. That was a long sim there with no momentum. I think we just about split those games. Now we get a chance to take another series against Atlanta. It's going to be 0-0, bottom 7, and nothing matters anymore. We're 19 and a half games up. We're almost 20 games up with over a full month left of the season. All right, let's go ahead and get into this game against Atlanta here. They are going to have a runner on, so we have, I guess, a little bit of a jam to work out of. We only have one hit through 7 innings, so that's rough. So what are we looking at here? David Peterson on the mound. This would be my first chance to pitch with him. Don't know if I want to, though. Somewhat low on energy. Arcia up. Oh, I guess, okay. I feel like through all the roster updates and stuff in Diamond Dynasty, Arcia is different now where he hits lefties way better, but I guess he's worse against lefties, so we'll see Peterson for 1 AB. May as well. Ian Happ is the only one with a hit. He's also been hit. We got a couple walks, and obviously nothing to come around to score yet, but David Peterson's holding them to nothing also, so it is a pitcher's duel. Come on, Canna. Come on, Canna. No, Canna. That was right to you, but wait, at third, maybe? Okay, bailed out. Don't know why he was trying to go to third on that. I don't know why it was so close also. But Canna bailed himself out for a just terrible reaction. And Marte, no bad reaction for him. So Peterson, couple line drives, couple good swings off of him, but he gets out of it. That's definitely going to be it for him, though. I have a feeling, though, that we're going to see Bryce Elder until we do something against him. So I guess, should I pinch hit for Pham? He's not usually in for righties. That would mean Nimmo's getting a rest day, but do I really care? Yeah, I'm going to bring Nimmo in. No rest days when I'm playing. There we go. That one was not missed. It's not going to leave, though. It's off the wall. I thought for a second off the bat that was just going to go, but a leadoff double, that's good, too. Just got to get him over and get him in now. Or just get him in. Get through. It's not going to get through. It'll at least move him up to third. All we need out of Vogelback is a sac fly, but it's Vogelback, so he'll probably just go deep. Oh, we can't do that now, Dan. Oh, no. That was such a good pitch, though. Oh my god, now I'm swinging above everything. 0-2 to Alvarez. Our only hope is... No, it's not. Okay. I didn't know if that had enough to get out of play. Wow, we're blowing leadoff doubles. Can't be happening. Okay, actually, you know what? We're going to give Peterson one more batter here because we have a lefty up, and then it'd be better to have a righty in for the next two guys, so we'll play the matchup game here. There we go. Blow it past him. Okay. Couple of line drives in the last inning, but a nice dominant punch out to give a good final impression. And now it's going to be all on Nick Sandlin to get us through 2 and 3 and 4 if need be. And that's Albies, Riley, and Acuna. So, not an easy job. Oh my god, what are you looking at, Ozzy? 3-pitch strikeout? That's really how you want your last AB to go? Oh, how about that? 6 pitches, 2 punch-outs, both looking for Sandlin, and we're headed to the 9th. Oh, we're seeing a new arm before even doing anything against Elder. Okay, that's not how the CPU usually works. Come on, that's going to get through. Okay, Marte leading this inning off with a hit. I'm kind of tempted to steal. I don't know, though. I don't know if I should go right away. We do have the top of our order up, so do I want to be throwing away base runners? Right? Well, what does this mean? Okay. God, dude. I mean, I guess that's better than one of those cheap double plays, but, man. No, dude, the splitter got me. That looks like such an easy pitch, but on a 3-2, you're kind of ready for a fastball there. You're kind of ready for a challenge pitch with a runner on, and he gives it to you. It looks like the fastball kind of a little up, just what I'm looking for, and then it just drops off the table. And then that one stayed right there, and I was a little off on the PCI. This is one of those games where I'm not going to be able to scratch that run across. Okay, Acuna's going first pitch swinging, and he'll make an out. That helps. Oh, and he couldn't hold up there. Dude, Sandlin is putting him down here. Man. Oh, we couldn't get the punch out again there on 3 pitches, but 5 outs, 3 strikeouts on 13 pitches for Sandlin. He might not even be done yet. All right, we've got extras now. No speed on second with Pete Alonso out there. So we'll just need an extra base hit, Lindor. No biggie. Dude, why am I not hitting anything right down the middle? I was too early? Oh, no. What do I think? He's throwing 103? And I took that. It didn't break enough. I'm not seeing anything right now. Come on, Nimmo. You're the only one I've made a good swing with. Just do it again. The splitter again. Oh my God. I am done with that pitch. There we nope that. Oh wait, it is gonna get over his head. Okay. I thought I just lined out there, but Mark Canha comes through. I finally hit the hanging slider that somebody's throwing today. Got that free runner around. Did the bare minimum that we could do. But hey, we're not done yet. We still have Vogelback. Okay, I guess that's a ball. Doesn't help a ton there with the base open, but we got Alvarez up now. Please. Oh, okay. Apparently I didn't swing and it wasn't a strike. Oh, but then, oh, he misplayed it. That is a bailout if I've ever seen one. The non-called strike 3 on either the pitch or the swing, and then he booted it at short. Come on, we got to make this pay off. And we did make it pay off. Marte goes the other way. We're only going to get 2 around with not a lot of speed out there in Alvarez, but it's a 3-0 game. Oh man, and now Hap's drawing a walk. We are not done yet. No, okay. I didn't know if we hit it hard enough to get down. We'll have to settle with the 3 spot. You know who's coming in to close it. I mean, man, with how good Sandlin was doing, it was kind of tempting to leave him in, but we have Edwin Diaz. You got to bring him in if it's a safe spot. There we go. Slider in the zone gets the swing and miss. Now the slider out of the zone gets the swing and miss. And the pop-up on the first pitch to Pilar. Gonna end it nice and easy. That turned into a nice little win. Didn't start out too well, but a couple of good swings there at the end, or a good swing. Or no, the Canha swing was good. I forgot about that one. Look at that. The first line might be lying to us. It might only give us 2, but we got an extra 2 for a shutout and an extra innings win. We're at the point where at any point I feel like the game could just sim pretty much all the way till the end with how far in front of everybody we are. So anytime we can build up a lot of momentum for a long sim is a good thing. We're going to sweep the Angels. Now we got, oh, we're going to play Texas. Okay, not that long of a sim. Win to keep the streak alive. What's it at? I didn't think we were on much of a streak. Oh, it's only 5 games, but we're up to 95 and 36. Dude, we're going to get up to 100 wins before we play 140 games. That is ridiculous. Like, look at this, dude. The Phillies in second place, 74 and 58 is a good record. We're 21 and a half up on that. The very first episode was I said I was going to give the Mets the season they were supposed to have. I think this is way better than the season they were supposed to have anyway. I guess since we're already here, I can just take a look at the rest of the league, how it's looking. The Cardinals are winning in their division. They're up by a bunch. They're probably going to lock it up. The Dodgers, they're up by 5.5. And over in the AL East, it's the Rays. They're up by 6. We don't have too many close division races here. Well, here's one. Oh my God, dude. The AL Central is always bad in March to October, but I don't know if it's ever been this bad. 63 and 69 is leading the division right now. And then AL West is actually the Mariners up by 2.5. The Astros aren't even in the race. They're barely a 500 team and they're 11 back. And just a glance at our stats, Alvarez is up now at 10 homers. So that means that everybody in our regular starting lineup is in the double digits for home runs. I think even against lefties, because you throw in Pham. Oh no, Escobar. Escobar doesn't have 10. Okay, but Pham does. Verlander down to 80 75. Scherzer down to 83. Senga's still pitching pretty well. And David Peterson, man, he just threw, what was it, 7 1/3 shutout innings? And now all of a sudden he's cold and that ERA's back up to 4.53. What's that all about? You know, I didn't even realize this, but after this next game we play, we're going to be into September. So I'll be interested to see, because we're probably going to get one hitter and one pitcher called up. I'll be interested to see if Brett Beatty gets called up. And if he does, at a 75 overall, he could stay up for the playoffs. I've seen that happen where a player gets called up in September, but then since they're a higher overall, they just stay up for the playoffs. And I mean, he's 5 overall higher than Guillorme. I guess that's a thing that could happen. All right, but let's finish this game. I don't know why I waited so long to get into it. It's just a 1-inning closeout situation here. We got Diaz on the mound. Should be nice and easy, even though he gave up a leadoff hit. Another Pete Alonso home run. Let's see, though. I'm curious. Before we pitch this, what else do we have? Is it just... No, we got another Marte homer, too. 21 for him. We had a good Senga start, a scoreless Aaron Bummer outing. That might be the biggest thing of all. Oh, they actually are going to sack bunt? Come on, man. They just brought in Bubba Thompson to pinch hit. Does this mean... No, it doesn't mean another bunt. Okay. Dude, he just was early on a fastball and then late on the slider. He's seeing everything, but it's Bubba Thompson. No, sit down. You're done. Oh, and then he takes a perfect... Oh, my God. There we go. Sit down. Fastball away. There we go. Got a dolly swing in there. Nice little save. Even if it was a little frustrating there with the sack bunt and the Bubba Thompson foul balls. Just a nice, modest little one fireball. Wasn't expecting anything more. Almost a guaranteed win there when you've got a lead and Diaz on the mound. All right, so this should push us to September then, and then we'll get to see that call up, whatever it is. We also got to be pretty close to clinching our division. And here we go. We're in September. We're dropping a few games though, man. I think we only went 2-2 in that sim. I don't know how many statements we need to be making with what our record is right now. But a 1-0 lead, top 7. We got 3 full innings to play. But who do we have? It is Brett Beatty. He got the call and he got 1 more overall higher. Just since we just looked. I don't know, man. Do we even have a spot for him? He's pretty good against righties. I mean, he's technically better than Hap against righties, but Hap also has 77 discipline and 68 clutch, while Brady has 68 discipline and 48 clutch. So Hap's probably better overall. He's also a better fielder. And other than that, I guess the only other one is Vogelback. Kind of struggling. The numbers dipping a little bit, but I mean, it only doesn't look great because everybody on this team is playing amazing. 271 with 15 bombs as a platoon guy is pretty good. He also has the 98 discipline, which is about as good as it gets. And then I think his clutch, yeah, his clutch was better too. So I don't even think I start Brett Beatty now. All right, but then we have a call-up pitching too. It's Carrasco. We got Carrasco back. Okay, I don't remember who else we would have had. I guess David Robertson probably has regressed even further now. Is there... I can't even see it, can I? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. If the game decided Carrasco's the best one, he's probably the highest overall anyway. Man, Scherzer's now down to an 82, and is the lower ratings finally starting to get to him? He's got the snowflake icon. His ERA's up over 3 when it was down at like 2.5 all year. This is the worst part about this Mets team, man. It's just watching the decline of these two arms to the point where legitimately come playoff time, Scherzer's going to be our lowest overall starter, and he's not going to get a start. He'll be in the bullpen. All right, let's go ahead and play our game then. 1-run lead we got to hang on to. Senga on the mound pitching a shutout with only 2 hits. I'll probably get to leave him in then. Oh yeah, look at him. He's got way too much energy for this point in the game. 55 pitches in only. Another game of the week. Was I right in saying I hadn't seen that before earlier? Because now we're seeing it twice in one episode, and that makes it almost hard to believe that it didn't happen at all in the Nationals March to October. What am I doing here? What are we going to look at? We have 2 Alvarez doubles, and then McNeil drove in our only run. Lindor's got a couple hits, and then yeah, just Senga having a pretty solid game out there. Guess in a 1-0 game, there's not a ton to look at. We just got to go out here and dominate with Senga. That's not a good start. Missed my spot terribly. Still ended up as a good pitch, but then that kind of fluky swing. Okay, another weak swing. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one's going to be an out. Hit it too well. Okay, we got a 2-strike count. Let's finally get to use this ghost fork. See if we can get strike 3 with it. Nope. It's about as good of a spot as you can ask for, though. Taking off on a slider. Okay. He took it right down the middle. Alvarez hosed him. That's a nice way to get through an inning. Oh, right down the pipe. Marte's on fire this episode. Another good swing. Oh, he went fastball right up there. Challenge me. Come on. Look at that. I'm not even close to it. He didn't get a good jump, and it was a fastball. Still in there, though. Bit of a high throw. I don't know why I keep wanting to take off with Marte. He's not fast, and I've been telling myself for years now the stealing rating hardly matters. It's just completely random if you get a good jump or not, and somehow with a bad jump and only 65 speed, we're in. And just to pop it up with McNeil and not be able to move him up any further. Oh, don't walk, Pete. Come on. That's no fun. Wait, what? Well, what does that mean? He stepped off mid-intentional walk? And now we get intentionally walked again? We should get 2 bases for that. No, yeah, I should have seen that coming. I've been fooled way too often this episode by thinking I'm getting a fastball right down the middle, only for it to just fall off the earth. Really wanted some run support there because I'd love to feel confident about finishing this game with Senga. Come on, man. I want a ghost fork strikeout. Why is nobody swinging? And then he lost command there at the end and walked him. We had a 1-2 count there when I threw that forkball. Okay, they're not helping me out at all on this forkball gesture. The pitch before I tried to throw the same pitch, got an 88% and they still called it inaccurate. Oh, what do we got here? It's a double play either way. Line drive grounder, we would have turned 2. We got a couple double plays here, unorthodox from Senga in these first 2 innings of his. Moving on to a new Castillo to face. All I'm looking for is 1 run. If we get 1 run, I can feel good about leaving Senga in. If not, I think we just got to go Edwin. And Nimmo starting it out with a base hit. There we go. We'll draw a walk. 2 on, nobody out. Oh, and it's Vogelback. 4-0. Guaranteed. Man, they went 3 straight sinkers low and away. That was my best swing on them too, and it turns into a double play. I would have rather just struck out. Wow, okay. That threw like 4 straight sliders there. Couldn't time up a single one, whether I was waiting back too long or way out in front. Yeah, Senga's not going back out there. Too bad. He took that deep breath and everything, but he's done. Gonna go ahead and guarantee this one. Get Edwin Diaz in there with a 1-run lead. I really wanted to finish it with Senga, though. Wanted to get that 1 extra run of insurance that we could have just left him in, but we'll go ahead and lock it up. Said this was a statement win after all, right? So we got to make sure it's a win. There we go. Way inside, got the swing. There's 1 down. I guess this is a pretty fun matchup too, though, because this is Edwin's former team, and he's kind of ascended to a higher form now since then. Oh, there we go. He didn't want to swing, and it was in the zone. Pop fly. Canna got a good jump. He'll actually get there. Oh, well, he got there, didn't he? Oh, if that comes back around. Okay, no harm. Just 3 extra pitches. I've struck out so many batters with Edwin Diaz already, man. That has to be a lie. That top line's only going to be 2, but we're still going to get 3 overall with the shutout bonus. Another nice little win there. Offense didn't come through, though. That was one of my worst offensive games. And yeah, it is only the 3, but that's going to get us right back to a pretty solid fireball. I wonder if we're going to play the division clinching game, because that's got to be coming up pretty soon here. This might be it, actually. Yep, chance to officially clinch the division. Oh, man, and we don't even need to play. It's 8-1. This game's already over. A 138 record, though. 725 winning percentage. I know the record for the most wins of all time is 116. I don't remember what the winning percentage record was, though, because I'm pretty sure you had... There was another team back when they didn't play 162 who also had 116 wins, or maybe they had a win or 2 less, but had like 10 less losses than that Mariners team. So I don't know. We might already not be able to get that record with the best winning percentage of all time, but we still have a shot, a pretty good shot at that single season wins record. But yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy just how good that Mariners record of 116 wins is, because we're having a ridiculous year, but we still don't even have a ton of leeway left to get that record, because it was 116 and 46, so that means we can't lose 8 more games. We only have 7 more games we can lose to break that record. And then the best record of all time winning percentage wise was the 1906 Cubs, who it says was 116 and 36. So yeah, they had 10 less losses with the same number of wins. So if we get that 117 wins mark, we'll have the most wins in a regular season of all time, but that doesn't necessarily mean we'll have the best record of all time, because we'd have to get that winning percentage up over 763, which I'm not going to say is impossible, because we had a stretch, I think it was just back in episode 3, where we went like 30 something and 5. So it's not impossible. We get pretty much another guaranteed win in a little bit more momentum from this game. Vogelback looks like he hit a grand slam already. If Patrick Corbin in there, I don't really want to take Vogelback out. Leave him in to face the lefty. We've also got a Mark Canha homer, Pete Alonso double, a bunch of different guys with runs batted in. And it's a Tyler McGill start. He's gone 7, giving up 8 hits, only the 1 run. Oh, I actually put a pretty decent swing on that. Not enough power against lefties to go anywhere, but Corbin is honestly one of the tougher pitchers to face lefty-lefty. So I'll count that as a little win. Alvarez, that's an even better swing. Hard contact there. Wish that got to the gap, but I'll take my hit. I wonder what kind of shot Alvarez has at Rookie of the Year. I mean, we don't get to see awards races as they happen. We have to wait all the way until the end of the postseason to see that. But he hasn't been up for the full year, but since he's been up, he's been pretty good. That probably, oh, it's not even going to be 1. Bad throw there from third. Oh my God, Ian Happ with the perfect. It's not going to leave though, off the wall. I'm going to try and push 2 across. We're going to try and get Marte around here, and he's in. That's a 10-run game, 2-run double from Happ. Oh man, and we're not even done. McNeil's also going opposite field to drive him in. And that's going to knock Corbin out of the game. All right. Oh my God, and then first pitch, Pete Alonso. Why can't I do this in the close games? Why do I have to have my offensive explosion in the game that's already a blowout? 41 homers on the year for Pete. Oh, and then I'm swinging and missing at a pitch like that. Okay, it's that lower third fastball. It's always tough for me to get to. Nimmo, grounder right to first, so no more after the Pete homer. I don't think we really need much more though. I think I'm just gonna try and snag a couple of free innings with Aaron Bummer here. Try and get those numbers down a little bit when we're up by so much. There we go, punch him out on that slider, good start. Another punch out against the righty that time on the slider, that's good. Oh, he had to make contact. Couldn't let me strike out the side there. All right, though. Nice inning from Bummer. He should have 1 more in him. Alvarez, all right. I was just going to skip past this top of the 9th, but he doesn't want to let me. I got to point out this double for him against a righty like that. And then Marte's going to drive him in. Back-to-back 2-out doubles already with a 12-run lead. Let's make it 13. What an episode Starling Marte's having, though, man. We're just sticking with Bummer to close this one out, finish this game off strong, get him 2 scoreless innings, hopefully. Or... you know, I should not have even said that, because the second I said that, I was like, you know what? Something's going to happen, isn't it? We're going to get up to Joey Meneses. He'll do the damage. I guess it's just Candelario right away. Not even really going to help Bummer's numbers now. All right, we're going to get the punch out of Chavis. We kind of have to pitch the rest of this game scoreless in order to actually help Bummer's numbers after that bomb. There we go. 1 pitch for the ground out. There we go. Pop fly to right, and there's the win. And oh yeah, there, I was gonna say, why are we jumping around? But that was the division clincher. That I completely forgot why we were even playing this game. I wonder if we would have gotten that extra one for a blowout win anyway, or if it took into account the amount of runs I scored myself, and that's why we got the extra one. Either way, we're gonna get 2 more fireballs of momentum, and I don't know, now that the division's clinched, I don't know how much more they're gonna have us play. We might just kind of sim. I feel like usually they make you play like one more just unimportant game in like the last series of the year, but besides that, we'll have to see. We're kind of just simming here. I'd be almost shocked if they put me in a game here before. Okay, well, there it is. Finish strong for morale boosting win against the Reds. We're up to a 106-40, so we only need to go 10-6 from here on out to tie the record. Man, and we're down to the 4th ranked team. We were 2nd, and now that we're closing everything out, we're down to 4th. I wonder if that's all down to these 2 guys continuing to regress. All right, well, this one looks pretty simple, so we're just gonna hop right in. Diaz on the mound, 1-run lead to close it out. There's another 8-inning Kodai Senga outing. Didn't give up those 2 runs until the 8th. Let's just check and see if anything interesting happened. Another Pete Alonso homer up to 43, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and just close this one out, Edwin. Come on, ring him up. There we go. He was helpless anyway. May as well send him back to the bench early. There we go. 3 pitches to sit down Stewart. Oh man, and it's Ellie De La Cruz up with the old face scan before they made him actually look like him. We'll go ahead and sit him down too. Another save for Diaz. He's up to 20 after only playing, what, half the year? One more little fireball here. Not going to give us a ton more. Don't know how much more we're going to sim. We might just have to rely on the neutral games to get us enough wins to try and get this record. Momentum's carrying us through 3 more. Couple wins against Miami. 3 wins in a row against Philly, another win against Miami, and now we get to play again, and here we go. Okay, we get to play to actually do it. I don't know if I've seen this pop up. There's been a lot of times throughout the years where I've been approaching this record in March to October, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten the chance to break it, and we've already tied it. We're at the 116 win mark, so this truly is our chance to break it, and we have a lot of games left to do it. Is that 5 games left and all we need is 1 more win? I don't know how they project us to only win 118 though, because that would mean we'd have to have a losing record in the last 5 games, wouldn't it? But I'm guessing this will be our last chance to see this screen before the postseason kicks in. So before we finish it up, let's just go ahead, maybe look at some league leaders, see who we've got in different spots. We have McNeil and Pete up in the top 5 for batting average. Pete's up over 200 hits, but it's not leading the league. A lot of hits around the MLB. We have Brandon Nimmo tied for the league lead in triples, and then Marte just one behind. Pete's leading the NL in homers. Not leading the entire MLB, though. Aaron Judge has got him beaten out. Pete's definitely leading in runs batted in, though. 174. Next closest in either league isn't anywhere near that. Oh, and he's also scored the most runs. I guess that makes sense, because he's hitting all sorts of homers, but whenever he gets on, and he gets on a lot, we still have the rest of the team who's playing amazing. Lindor has the 2nd most runs, and that's throughout the entire MLB. Marte's up there in 3rd for stolen bases. He's only been caught 5 times still also. Lindor is 2nd in the NL in walks. 2nd in the entire MLB. Freddie's got 114. Pete's leading in slugging percentage, but not by as much as you would think. Only 4 points above Austin Riley. He must be beating Pete out in, yeah, doubles and triples, so that's where the few extra bases, I guess, are coming from. OPS, Pete beating Austin Riley by the same, so they must have, do they have the identical? Pete's down 1 in OBP, but I guess it balances out to -4. Over to some pitching stats. Tyler McGill with 20 wins. Wow, Verlander is actually leading. He's qualified. Yeah, he's got over that 162 innings, so he'll be qualified to lead the league in ERA. I wonder if he's got a chance at Cy Young, even though I'm sure those innings pitched numbers are going to be way less than like a Sandy. Yeah, 240 242 for him. But like even with almost 100 more innings for Sandy, the strikeout numbers are pretty similar. So that'll be interesting to see. Verlander's all the way down to an 82. I thought the last time we saw him, he was still at an 85. It's crazy how fast these guys regress. Where's Scherzer? Scherzer's number 7. He's down to an 81. That's wow. I mean, there's still, I guess McGill maybe is up there too. I was gonna say there's still our 2 best pitchers, but McGill also had a pretty good season throughout. And then pitching WAR, we've got Max Scherzer number 2 in the league with McGill 4 and Verlander 7. That's actually kind of impressive for Verlander to be 7 after missing what, the first like 6 starts or so. Actually, he's only at 22, so I guess it's closer to missing 10 starts. Forgot it took that long to call him up. And then batting WAR, it's Lindor out in front of everybody. Guess it's the fact that he plays shortstop and plays a pretty good shortstop defensively and then still puts up this kind of offensive numbers. So the MVP race will be interesting too, because Pete Alonso is having the best offensive year. Lindor is having the best year in terms of value, but then you have Austin Riley, who's having a very similar offensive year to Pete, but then he's also got the WAR up pretty much right by Lindor. I don't know what kind of defense he's playing. I guess solid enough, because that's the only number we get to see. All right, let's get this season finished up. Let's get this record broken. 2 innings against Miami at home, and all we got to do is take the lead and shut it down. Keep it shut down. David Peterson seems to be pitching his game of the year right now. He's got, I mean, he could finish this thing if I don't give anything up. He's got 7 innings logged, only the 2 hits allowed, no walks, and 10 punch outs. I feel like anytime I get into the game with Peterson, he's having a good outing, and then his season ERA is still 4.55. Plan is to keep him out here for this inning. Go ahead, take the lead in the bottom of the 8th, and then probably just go ahead, bring in Edwin Diaz and get this thing finished. Get this record broken. Pick up our... Oh, well, that's not how I wanted to start. Yeah, that's a leadoff double. That's not what you want to do to keep somebody off the board. And that's probably gonna give him the lead. That's unfortunate. 2 batters and we give it up. Thought Peterson was rolling, and then I missed 2 spots, and both of them get capitalized on, and all of a sudden we're down. Do I take him out? I should probably take him out. We'll go ahead and get Nick Sandlin in. He's usually nails when I bring him in. I wonder if they'll give me another chance. Like, if we lose this, would they just put me right into next game to break this record? Or would they just sim to the end and I don't get to actually see it happen? Oh, there we go. Up and in gets the swing and miss. It's not usually Sandlin's strikeout pitch. Grounder to second. That could be our double play. We do have it. Sandlin shut the door. Shut it down after coming in, but not before the damage was done. I don't know. I was planning on putting up at least 2 runs anyway, so don't really have to change the plan at all. We got Luzardo out there, 103 pitches deep. Should be able to get something going. Okay, they let me hold up there. I wanted to pull the trigger. I wanted to let it fly, but we'll take the leadoff walk. Wait, Luzardo definitely didn't have that much energy when I just looked to start the inning. Huh? I swear I did this. I checked, and he was about half of where he's at right now. How does that work? Get through? Get to second at least? Okay, he at least got to second. It's like a sack bunt. Get down? Get over his head? Oh, it did! Should I send him, though? I'm not going to send him. Obviously, we had to wait to see what was going to happen there, and Alvarez doesn't have much speed, so we still need 1 more. Either a deep fly ball or a base hit. Guess a ground ball would even work. They're playing back. No, what am I doing? It's like I've seen that pitch so many times turn into that splitter or changeup that's what I was looking for this time. And I finally got my fastball. We got to regroup here. Oh, and then he kept it. Dude, we got our pitch. We got our pitch. Let him get away with it so that he could make a good pitch like that. I still got to be swinging. You got to protect there, but man. Yeah, and of course they're going to put Pete on. Next man up, though, who we got? All right, it's going to be Marte. He's having quite the episode. 1 more big swing here. Oh no, I was on top of it and early. Of course. That is such a me thing to do. Get our guy on all the way to second base even. And then we get our hit. Can't bring him around to score for one reason or another. And then don't get the big hit later in the inning. Oh my God. And then they're really going to start the net. That's all we needed. If I could have gotten one hit like that, that would have driven in two. And then we'd have Edwin in right now to finish it. That can't drop in also. Okay, Marte will get there. Oh, he's oh, hit and run. Could have been our inning-ending double play. Dude, what a take from Jazz. Come on. Oh, but I threw a strike. Why are they laying off these perfect sliders, dude? Oh, okay. No more damage that inning, even with how frustrating that was. We got to do it now. This is our last chance. I want to get this record-breaking win. I don't want it to just sim. Looks like they're going to stick with Luzardo. How does he still have that much energy? 122 pitches. Nimmo with the perfect. Oh, but that's to a weirdly deep part of the field. It's still going to leave. Nimmo might have started the year and finished it with a perfect shot against the Marlins. It's only part of the job, though. That ensures the game continues, but we want to end it. We're getting Luzardo out of the game. Who does that mean? Oh, Brazoban. 5.09 ERA. We got to be able to hit this guy, right? We got to get to him. It's Eduardo Escobar. I don't think it's going to be Eduardo Escobar. I have an idea. I have a very good idea for his first at bat of this entire season. The CPU hasn't gotten him into a game yet, but it's time. Brett Beatty coming off the bench. Oh my God, did he actually do it? No way! Brett Beatty, the pinch hit walk-off in his first at bat of the year. I can't believe that actually worked. Back-to-back home runs, down one in the ninth, and we win, and that gets us the record. How about that, man? Brett Beatty in his first at bat of the year is the one to get us our 117th record-breaking win. That is incredible. I'm so happy that worked out. I just kind of, I don't want to say I was doing that as a joke, because like obviously he's good against righties, but I just thought it was a cool opportunity, and then he actually came through all on his own. Well, that should then give us 4 more fireballs of momentum for our final 4 games of the regular season. Hopefully it just sims through them, because we actually have nothing to play for at this point. There's nothing else. We're in uncharted territory. Man, I'm still buzzing about that. Brett Beatty being the one to do it. And he might be on the postseason roster. We're going to have to see what the CPU does, but it's very much a possibility. And we are. Are we just going to rattle off the rest of these games as wins? Oh, yeah. Flying past that record. 121 and 41. That is easily the greatest regular season I have ever put together in a March to October. And I've had some good ones. I've had a lot of high 100, even into the 110s wins counts. I've never hit 120, and it took the Mets, the disappointing real-life Mets, giving them a second chance, giving them a chance to show what they were really all about. And this is what we put together with them. Perfect 5-star rating in the second half. We were expected, going into the second half, already expected to win 104. And we put up a plus 17 on that win differential. And we get Miami in the first round of the playoffs. Or our first round, because obviously we skipped to the division series. And yeah, that finishes the regular season. I don't really know how I want to go about this from here, because a lot of it is up in the air. There's not really as much planning I can do from here on out in terms of what'll be in what episode. And obviously I can't just do like half the postseason. So I don't know. I don't know if I should play like the division series and then half the championship series and then pick that up and then finish in the World Series. There's also, I mean, I hate to say it, but there's no guarantee that we make it all the way to the World Series and through it. I mean, you never know what can happen. It's going to be a lot of playing from here on out, but it's going to be exciting baseball again. It kind of, I mean, I know individual games have been exciting, but in terms of our place in the standings and playing for things hasn't been exciting pretty much this entire episode. And oh man, going to our roster pages, Brett Beatty did stay with the team, but it was Vogelback that was gotten rid of. I guess that makes sense when it comes to the overall ratings, but that's not what I was expecting. But I guess with that showing and what he did, should be more than enough to give us some good ABs, especially against righties. Oh man, and look at this pitching wise. We have Scherzer down to an 80 overall, so he's bumped to the bullpen. But then the game decided to keep Carrasco for the playoff run and get rid of Bummer. So now with Quintana in the rotation, and Bummer gone, we only have one lefty? I don't know. I might have to move Quintana back to the pen, Scherzer back to the rotation, and hope the game actually lets me keep it that way. Alright, but that's enough for this episode. I'm prolonging it longer than it needs to be at this point. I'm thinking we'll do a little mini version of the stat recap to start next episode, and then maybe we'll play that first series of the playoffs and then play it by ear from there. I don't know. I guess you guys don't care about that. You'll just watch whatever I decide to put out. Hopefully. But anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, for liking, for hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.